Hi, welcome or welcome back. In today's class, I have a short sequence for you to help against bloating, or you can also use this sequence as a warm-up or a cool-down. It's going to lower the breath and focus on the lower parts of the body or the central parts of the body. And we'll do some somatic exercises and some breathing and some stretches. So if you're ready, we'll meet at the bottom of the mat in a child's pose.
Let's begin. Make sure to have some space in between your knees and stretch out to a child's pose. Begin by breathing as deeply as you can, 5 times. You want to expand your abdomen on your inhale, and on your exhale, your abdomen sinks in. So see if you can feel your stomach pushing against your legs as you inhale. On your next breath, roll up through your spine, come up to all fours. Exhale, sit back onto your heels, forehead to the floor. 3 more times. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, lean back, just like a wave. You can drop your hips a little bit in between your hands as you come up. On this next one, the last time, make your way down to your belly. Keep your elbows close to your body. Spread your legs and tuck your toes under. Push the floor with your hands to rock your pelvis from side to side. So I'll link you a video where I explain the concept of rocking. It's a Bartinieff fundamentals concept, but your hips are rocking as a consequence of the push. Come to stillness, untuck your toes. Inhale to lift up to cobra. Exhale, come down to the floor. 3 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. You don't need to go so far. Make sure that you are not crunching in your lower back. Inhale up to stay. And now send your breath into your belly again and really push into the floor as you inhale. 3 times. Really grounding your abdomen into the floor. Calm down again. And now lift your upper body just enough so you can sneak your leg in between your hands, your knee rather, and come to a swan position. We'll stay here for about 30 seconds. And since we are focusing on digestion, I like to keep my legs so that it kind of pushes against my stomach. So I get the same effect as in the cobra position, where I can feel that push from the floor and I can push back against it with my breath. We stay for 10 more seconds. And when you're ready, make your way back up to seated, spreading your legs in a wide V. We'll push the floor again. So you want to maybe flex and point your feet, alternating the feet, getting the sense of pushing the floor with your sit bones and letting just the flesh hang. As we do so, we send the breath into the pelvis. Maybe you want to rub your belly, make sure it's all soft and squishy. A few more seconds. And find stillness again. Bend the opposite leg. Make your way to a swan on the opposite side from before. Again, we stay for about 30 seconds and you choose how far down you want to go. Just make sure you find a position where you are fairly comfortable so that you can relax your muscles and really deepen that breath. And have one last big inhale. And then come up with your upper body just so you can thread your arm underneath and sort of roll onto your back, bringing that same knee to your chest as you do so. And we stay here for a few breaths as well. Again, the knee is pushing against your belly, or your thigh is pushing against your tummy, and your tummy with your breath is pushing back. Now to switch the legs, bring both the knees to the chest and release the opposite leg. You can also imagine that you are breathing into your iliopsoas, so the front of your hip. Now bring both your knees to your chest again and really grab onto them. So you are really squeezing yourself into a ball. Can you feel how your breath is pushing against your thighs, but also against the mat beneath you? So it's a three-dimensional breath. Begin tipping your weight towards me, so you'll lay in a fetal position with your knees really close to the chest. Fold your hands behind your head. On your inhale, open up your top elbow and twist open so your chest is facing the ceiling. Exhale to close the chest again. 3 more times. Inhale, open and twist. Exhale, close and come back. 2 more in your own tempo. And for this last one, you'll stay open and just breathing and relaxing. Imagine you are at the beach, just chilling out. On your next exhale, come back onto your side, closing your chest, and we'll tilt all the way over to the other side, repeating the same thing here. So fold your hands behind your head, and on your inhale, open the elbow, twist and open the chest. Exhale to close. 3 more times in your own tempo. This last time, open to stay. And breathe as deeply as you can, relaxing everything in your body. Now exhale to close again, and from here you'll push the floor and come all the way up to seated. And we'll find a comfortable position, crossing at the ankles. Make sure you have room behind you. We'll begin by rocking again. So push the floor through your sit bones, relax your flesh, let everything hang there. It's so important in rocking to not focus on the muscles, but to imagine that the bones and the ground is moving us. It's kind of weird, I know. Okay, find stillness again. Extend one leg long, the other one you keep close to your chest, and we will twist over that bent knee. Go only as far as you are comfortable with. It's a gentle twist at the thoracic level of the spine. Again, send your breath into your tummy and let your tummy push against that bent leg. Unwrap yourself, and if you're able to, you'll now cradle that same leg by placing the knee in the socket of one elbow and placing the foot in the socket of the other elbow, then pressing your leg towards your chest and inhaling as deeply as you can. You'll now push the breath down in your tummy, but also in your hips. And gently release. Fold your hands around your foot. Keep your upper body glued to your thigh, and then extend your leg and just hang over it. So throughout the class, we're using either the leg or the floor to push against our tummy to give us that extra focus on where our breath is supposed to be. All right, let's come up and switch legs. beginning with a twist from the thoracic spine over the bent knee. And you'll breathe about 3 times in each exercise or each position. Exhale to unwrap yourself, cradle the leg, press it against your chest. Try to straighten your back. If you're not able to, that's totally fine. I understand. I'm not able to neither. If you want to, you can sort of rock a little bit here too, if that helps you to loosen up your hips. Begin releasing this and fold your hands around your foot, leaning onto your thigh as you extend that leg, hanging over your leg. One more deep breath. And release to sit up straight. Soles of the feet on the floor, knees are pointing up. Spread your legs a little bit. Lean back onto your hands. Make sure to really drop your tailbone into the floor. And on your next inhale, arch your back, expand your belly. And exhale, come back to neutral, dropping the tailbone to the floor. Maybe even curving a little bit in your lower back. Again, inhale, arch and expand your tummy. Really push your tummy out. Exhale to sink, come back to neutral. Heavy tailbone. 2 more times. Inhale, push out and arch. Exhale, relax and drop back down. 1 more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, relax and drop back down. Well done. Now bring your feet to hip width distance. We'll very slowly roll all the way down to the floor. Vertebra by vertebra, curving through the spine and bringing the legs with us super slowly. At the bottom, you'll press your knees to your chest and then push the knees away from your body. Lift your head, begin curving in your lower back, and then just tilt yourself back up to seated. 1 more time. Vertebra by vertebra, meeting the floor with the lowest vertebrae first, then the next, and the next, and the next. Bring your knees to the chest, and then push your knees away from your body. Lift your chest, push your lower back into the floor, and tilt back up to seated. This time, lean back onto your elbows. Spread your legs a little wider, like before, and drop both your knees to one side. You'll stay here breathing for 3 to 5 times. So connect to the feeling of one hip being open and the other hip being closed. On your next exhale, think tailbone to the floor to come back to center, and then drop both your knees to the opposite side. Same thing here. Inhale, exhale as deeply as you can. One hip is closed, one hip is open. And pay attention now, tailbone to the floor to come up to center. You'll now drop the knees from one side, up to center, then the other side, up to center a few more times. So connect to the boniness again so you can keep your belly super soft. 1 more on each side. Let's now roll all the way down to the floor, bringing both knees to the chest again. Then grab onto your feet and open your knees to a happy baby position. So here we try to push the knees towards the floor. So we really open the hip, but keeping the back straight if possible. Now extend one leg long on the floor and send your breath into the front of that hip that is extending. One more big breath here. Then grab onto your bent knee and bring it across your body so you'll be laying in a twisted position. Send your breath in your chest at the front of that shoulder that is really opening up now. Push the floor to come back to center. And both knees to chest. Open up to happy baby. And extend the opposite leg long on the floor. Send your breath in that hip that is extended now. One more big breath. Then bring that bent knee across your body and twist open on the side. Keep the breath super slow and deep, but rather than sending it down, you keep it high in your body. Push the floor to tilt yourself back to supine. Both knees to chest. Then release your knees. Find the floor with the soles of your feet, keeping them close to your sit bones. Draw your navel to the spine and push your lower back into the floor, lifting your tailbone. Then relax. Now do it again, but this time lift your tailbone even higher. Then roll back down and relax. Repeat again, navel to spine, push the lower back into the floor, lift the tailbone, this time rolling all the way up to a small bridge. Then beginning at the top of the spine, roll back down to the floor, vertebra by vertebra, breathing as many times as you need to. All the way down, relaxing at the bottom. Repeat this little sequence one more time. So navel to spine, push your lower back into the floor and slightly lift your tailbone first. Relax to the floor. Repeat again. Navel to spine, lower back to the floor, lift up a bit higher, halfway. Roll back down super slow. Relax. And last time, navel to spine, push the lower back into the floor, lift your tailbone and lift all the way up to small bridge. Stay up here, push the floor away through your feet, and we'll do 3 big juicy breaths up here. Remember, the flesh is all soft, it's the bones pushing the floor that keep you up here. And now begin at the top of the spine, vertebra by vertebra, roll all the way down to the floor, breathing as deeply as you can, meeting the floor softly. And when you are here, drop your knees to each side, bring the soles of your feet together, and we'll close the class here, breathing as deeply as we can 5 times. If you want to, you can rub your belly or make some slow, beautiful circles across your belly as you breathe. 3, 2, and 1.
Thank you for being here today. I hope you enjoyed this class as well. Please do subscribe to my channel and check out other videos on my channel similar to this one, or I also do Pilates, postural, somatics, and dance technique. Until next time, bless your heart. Ciao.